Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind and probably piss off half the people watching this video. We're living in the most insane time in human history, and nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room. Everyone's walking around pretending everything is fine while the world is literally burning around us, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the fake positivity, the sugar-coated bullshit, and the complete denial of reality that's plaguing our society. You want to know what's really happening out there? Let me break it down for you, and I guarantee you won't like what you hear. But here's the thing. Sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes you need someone to slap you in the face with reality before you wake up and smell the coffee. First off, let's talk about the massive lie that everyone's buying into. You know what I'm talking about? This idea that if you just work hard enough, follow the rules, and keep your head down, everything will work out fine. That's complete garbage, and deep down you know it. The system is rigged, the game is fixed, and the people at the top are laughing at all of us while we fight over scraps. Think I'm being too harsh? Look around you. Look at the housing market, where a basic starter home costs more than what your parents made in 5 years. Look at the job market, where companies expect you to have 10 years of experience for an entry-level position. Look at the education system that's pumping out debt slaves instead of critical thinkers. This isn't happening by accident. This is by design. And here's what really gets me fired up. Everyone's so busy arguing about meaningless distractions that they're missing the real issues. While people are fighting about celebrity drama and social media nonsense, corporations are stealing your future, politicians are selling you out, and the media is feeding you a steady diet of fear and division to keep you distracted and compliant. You want to know why I started this channel? Because somebody needs to tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Somebody needs to cut through the noise and show you what's really going on behind the curtain. And if that makes me the bad guy in your story, so be it. I'd rather be hated for telling the truth than loved for spreading lies. Let's talk about something that nobody wants to discuss. Personal responsibility in a world that's designed to make you fail. Yes, the system is broken. Yes, the odds are stacked against you. But sitting around complaining about it and waiting for someone else to fix your problems isn't going to change anything. You want to know what's going to change your life? Taking action even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. I'm not talking about some feel-good motivational speaker nonsense here. I'm talking about getting real with yourself about where you are, where you want to be, and what you're willing to sacrifice to get there. Because here's the hard truth that nobody wants to hear. Success requires sacrifice, and most people aren't willing to pay the price. You see all these people online flashing their success stories, showing off their cars and houses and vacations, and you think it just happened overnight. Well, what you're not seeing are the years of grinding when nobody cared, the nights without sleep, the relationships that fell apart, the times they wanted to quit but kept pushing anyway. That's the real story, but nobody wants to talk about that part because it doesn't get likes and shares. And speaking of social media, let's address the addiction that's destroying an entire generation. You're literally carrying around a device designed to hijack your attention and turn you into a dopamine junkie, and somehow you think you're in control. You check your phone hundreds of times a day, scroll mindlessly for hours, and then wonder why you feel anxious and depressed. Wake up. These platforms are engineered by teams of psychologists and neuroscientists specifically to keep you hooked. They're not your friends. They're your dealers. But here's what really makes me angry. The way people have given up on excellence. Everyone's so worried about participation trophies and not hurting anyone's feelings that we've forgotten what it means to actually be great at something. We've created a culture where mediocrity is celebrated and excellence is viewed with suspicion. That's not just wrong, it's dangerous. You want to stand out in this world. Stop accepting average. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for permission. The world doesn't owe you anything, and the sooner you accept that reality, the sooner you can start building something meaningful. But it's going to require you to get uncomfortable, to fail publicly, to be criticized by people who are too scared to try anything themselves. Here's another truth bomb for you. Most of the advice you're getting is garbage. These self-help gurus and life coaches selling you dreams for $997 courses. Most of them have never built anything real. They're professional advice givers who make money selling hope to desperate people. The real successful people. They're too busy actually doing the work to spend all day on Instagram telling you about their morning routine. And let's talk about the victim mentality that's poisoning everything. Yes, life is hard. Yes, unfair things happen. Yes, some people have advantages that others don't. But you know what? Complaining about it changes exactly nothing. The world doesn't care about your excuses, and neither should you. The only thing that matters is what you do with the cards you're dealt. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. You're probably getting defensive, making mental lists of all the reasons why I'm wrong, why your situation is different, why these principles don't apply to you. And you know what? That attitude right there is exactly why you're stuck. Instead of looking for reasons why something won't work, start looking for reasons why it will. But here's the thing that gives me hope, and why I keep making these videos even when people hate what I have to say. There are still people out there who are hungry for the truth. There are still people who are willing to do the hard work, who aren't satisfied with mediocrity, who understand that real change requires real effort. If you're one of those people, if you're tired of the lies and the excuses and the participation trophy culture, then you need to subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I'm going to keep bringing you the unfiltered truth that nobody else is willing to tell you. I don't care if it's uncomfortable, I don't care if it hurts your feelings, and I don't care if it goes against everything you've been taught to believe.